Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If you hear random noises in the background, that's just Andrew, he's playing video games. This is going to be an update for the Throwing Shade Eyeshadow Exploration series type thing. This is just another check-in from the last month and what shadows I have used. So, I'll go through the shadows. The first one that I picked was a almost black shade, and for that I picked this colour here, which is Talk Derby to me. And it's just a really deep purple with purple shimmer. I don't know if you can see that. But when you swatch it, it does come out almost black. So I picked that one for this one. This shade I really liked. I did use it as a liner, just because a day-to-day really dark black shade wasn't going to go very well. So I did use it as a liner. It worked out really well like that. And I think I would definitely use it again in that way. I love that Too Faced palette, so any eyeshadow in there is probably going to be a win for me. The next one then that I picked was something food related, and for that I picked this colour here. This is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar, and this is the shade Bon Bon. I love this colour too. It's just a beautiful taupey gold colour, but it's quite warm toned as well actually. And it just looks like that. I love this eyeshadow. Again, the Too Faced eyeshadows are incredible, so always going to be a winner with me. I also picked this Blueberry Swirl one because I had something, I think it was called Something Blue, so I needed a blue shade for that, and I've just got tissue stuck to me, and it just looks like that. I wore this all over the lid, and I did find that it was a little bit patchy, but with some build-up, it was okay. I probably wouldn't wear it all over the lid again. Probably not best suited for that if it's going to be patchy every time. But I did top it with some glitter, and it did work out quite well. And I think Jessica said she really liked the look that came out of it. So there was that one there. I also picked a pearl shade, which was in the Too Faced Stardust by Vegas Nay palette. And I picked this pink pearl. And that just looks like that. This one I wore as like a eyeshadow bait, like to set my primer with, because you can't really use it for much else than that because there's hardly any pigment to it at all. And to be honest, I did kind of like it that way. It gave the shadow look a really nice, not sheen, but you know, extra dimension. So I quite liked it that way. I'm still not a big fan of this palette. I'm still trying all the eyeshadows out. Probably will end up in the bin at some point. And the last one then was a duochrome eyeshadow, and for that I picked from the Morphe 35O palette, and I picked this shade here, this one here, which is a kind of orangey gold with a pink undertone to it. Like there is kind of orange. You can't really see the pink, but then if I swatch it on my arm, it looks orange, but then if you go back to my finger, you can see the pink underneath. It does transfer like that, it's just my camera doesn't pick it up all that well. And you might be able to see it in the photos once I put those in, the looks that I made from them, and you'll be able to see the sort of pink look that you get from it. So all in all, I kind of enjoyed every single eyeshadow that I used this time around, even the pink pearl, because I did use it as a base. I wouldn't have enjoyed it if I'd used it all over the lid, because as I said, the pigment's not there, and I would have had to spend ages building, and just had really powdery eyelids. So, and I'm not for that life, so yes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the next 5 numbers, and then go through them, tell you what they are, and then go and pick my eyeshadows. So I've got random.org up, and at the moment we're at 221 different categories. 221. Okay. I'm just going to write them down, and then we'll go back and see if there's any duplicates. So 60, 183, 186, 61, and 162. Okay, let's see what we've got. So the first one was 60, and that is music themed. Interesting. 183, which is Superman, and that's another blue eyeshadow. Okay, 186. Cyborg is a silver shadow. 61. Oh, wrong way. 61 is Winter Wonderland, and that's winter color or theme. And last one is 162. And that one is Minority Report, an unknown or indie brand eyeshadow. I don't know if I have anything for that, so we might have to come back to that one. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to go and pick all of my things, my eyeshadows, so I'll be back. Okay, so I've picked up my eyeshadows. For the first one then, which was music themed, I've got the W7 Up in Smoke palette, which I am slowly getting rid of. And I'm going to go for this shade here, the second to last one. It's kind of like a grey colour. And the reason I picked this one is because it's in the shade X Factor. And we all know the X Factor pretends that it's about music, but really it's about popularity. And that's what it looks like there. So I think with the rest of them, where I've got blue and silver and winter, I think that will go really well. So there's that one. And the second one then was blue for Superman. And for that one, I picked, sorry, I'm just cleaning my finger, from this MUA palette. This is the glitter ball version. And I picked two from this actually. I picked the silver and the blue. So the blue is this one here for Superman, and the silver is this one here for Cyborg. I'll give you swatches of both. So that's the blue and that's the silver. I know it looks white on camera, but trust me, it's silver, I promise. I really enjoy these eyeshadows from MUA, so blue and silver there. So yeah, it's going to be really nice, like cool and wintry. So I'm really happy with that. I got all the same that I could wear together. So, and then I had one which was winter theme, which I'm going to go with the Bella Pierre Cosmetics in Snowflake. I've got a handful here because I couldn't decide on which was an indie brand. I'm going to have to Google it in a second. But if only one of these is an indie brand, then I may end up with two white eyeshadow loose pigments. So hopefully I've done this right and I don't end up with two, because otherwise, well, it'd be a great way of comparing the two, I suppose. But as I said, it is a loose white pigment. I don't want it, it's right on the edge, I'm sorry. But it's more of a glitter ball than a white pigment. Swatches nicely though, and that's just that one there. So yeah, so it's really, realistically, it's just a white glitter. But because it's got that white in it, it's easier to call it a pigment than it is a glitter. So yeah, I'm going to try that one. That'll look nice with the silver and the blue. So that's that one. And for the indie, let me Google. Okay, so the good news is I didn't mess up. I can now put this other white pigment to the side because I'm going to go with this Mellow Baked Eyeshadow in Vanilla. Oh, it's still in the box. I can't get it out. I can't get it out of the box. What is happening? Oh my god. Okay, I've got it. That's not going back in the box. And it just looks like that. And a swatch of it just by there. And it's this top one here. So it is more yellow than the other whiter ones that I've got. But yes, a lot of light colours in this time round. But it would be great because I can mix, like I can have the cream and the grey, or the cream and the blue and the grey, or the cream and the silver and the grey, or like, yeah, it's going to be, I can mix and match like all of them together. So really happy with the selection this time around, and I like that they're all wintry colours, so yes. So those are my 5. I will take photos as I normally do and insert them in next time's video. I will see you soon. Thanks for watching and take care, and see you in the next one. Bye.